Well, everybody out there in the stream, welcome aboard. You are witnessing the 25th Open State 9-Ball Tournament combined with the Josh Northeast 9-Ball Tour. This is a $5,000 added event. It is a banner event. Also trophies. This live stream is coming to you live from Snookers Pool Room in Providence, Rhode Island. We are about to witness a great match between a great Earl Strickland and Tommy DeAlfonso, a.k.a. Shorty. They're about to lag for the break. I'm Upstate Al. I'm sitting in the booth flying solo right now until Herbie actually comes back with his coffee break. What a pleasure to watch these two players go at it. As you can see, Earl has all the equipment on. Comes up dry on the break. We are racing tonight, and Tommy DeAlfonso faced with an open shot on the one. But jars the pocket. You know, he's had trouble. We're recording all these matches, and if you watch these matches, and I hope Tommy is watching one of them or two of them after this tournament, that pocket, for some reason, is giving him trouble. I've watched him miss numerous balls in that pocket. And Earl has no problem with him watching Tommy miss that one ball and getting up. And
Players on table number 4 is going to be Pete Bowman versus Travis McKinney. That's on table 4. Pete Bowman.
And creating and mapping out his roadmap. It doesn't take Earl long to look at his table and get his pattern down packed. In fact, he might have 3 different options. That's how fast his mind functions when he steps up to the table. Watch that side pocket. Wow, he got a little bit more speed than he actually wanted. He's close to his work, but he's fine. Earl Strickland taking the first game in this race to 9. We have a lot of pool ahead of us, folks. We're going to be here throughout the evening and into the nighttime. And we appreciate you watching the stream. And if you can share the stream on social networking or any kind of forums to help out, support Steve Golding and family and pool in general, please do. We really appreciate it. I know I personally appreciate it. I'm trying to do as much as I can on one end and stay focused on the match. So right now I can't, but if anybody can share it, and I know numerous people have, and I appreciate it, and I know everybody else does, and it's great when we pull together like this as we watch Earl Strickland set up for his break in rack 2. Crashes into the pack, a lot of noise, but once again, nothing dropping. Now keep in mind, Earl doesn't have the option, or any other player, to go to the side rail and break from there. It's break from the box rule. Looks like Tommy's going to elect to push out, unless he's going to try to kick. He's got enough. He's got enough room around the 7 to kick the 1, which will go in the direction of the 5-8. And it's not a bad shot because the 3-2 are blocking anything from happening. You might see Earl play the 1 into the 3, causing the 1 to come towards the 4 ball and drawing back on the cue ball to try to hide Cuba around the 5-8. Just like that, but he didn't pull the cue. Wow, triple combination. A 2 ball goes in. How strong is that? We just witnessed that. Rail to rail, all the balls laying on the rail, and Earl makes the triple combination shot. Cue ball on the string, but he feathered the 4 and wound up marrying it up with the 9. So now Earl's going to have to elect to try to nudge the 4 or get in a position where he can play safe. He's going to try to nudge it. He didn't get there. He's not going to be happy with himself. He had a lot of stuff on that ball. And now he's faced with shooting over the 6 ball, making it a little more difficult than what it is. And once again, we'd like to welcome back Herbie Lehman back to the booth. Pleasure to have you aboard. Earl gets the double kiss.
And it's great. Now we got the headphones straight here and
Olivia?
everything. And I hope that coffee's right for you. And here's the famous Strickland going right in front of us here. What a... as many times as I heard the name Strickland, this is actually the first time I witnessed his play.
Really? Oh, what a pleasure to watch. You know, when he's like rolling, he's rolling.
He's really engrossed into the game. I mean, he is fierce. He's got a fierce look on him. Now we got Shorty up here, and this appears to be a safety play. And he protected himself well. Strickland's going to have to go to some rails here, something to try to get out of this hook. And which is never that easy to do. And not only that, he has to think, even if he does hit the object ball, the ball on, if he hits the ball on, it's going to try to leave it safe also.
If anybody can do it, Earl can do it.
Wow, now there's quite a look at this. He makes the shot. Yeah, that's a frozen ball now.
Yeah, married up to the 6.
Yeah. And be interesting. He's going to try to get the Q9 save with it.
Nice shot. Jacked up, pocketed the 6.
Did that with ease, yeah. Al, isn't that a long cue stick that's...
yeah, it's a javelin. Yeah.
It's a javelin.
Yeah, that's what he likes to play with. I believe it's Lacassi made it for him. Yeah.
Javelin.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you have it. Earl Strickland leads this match 2-0 over Tommy D'Alfonso.
Well, Tommy DeAfonso is always seems to be in the top. When it comes down to the last 6 players, he's here. And gives you quite an idea of his caliber of play. Earl made a ball on the break.
Yes, he did.
Well,
ball fell into the corner.
Neither the nose ball nor any of the wing balls went. But
I don't like pocketing this 1 ball. I like spinning off it and trying to plant the cue ball behind the 2. There is, it seems like there's an alley to go up and down the table, but it's not the easiest shot to get there.
Oh, yeah. A thin hit up and down the table. We'll see what Earl
He does have an alley.
Take his chance on just billiarding the 2. Trust. Yeah, I think he tried to hit the 2. Trust, but so a similar shot, only a little more difficult on this 2 coming up. And here again, this takes a touch. This is a softer than normal hit. There's the really overcut it. That's what he had to do. When you can't keep up that normal speed on the cue, and when you got to shift gears, what you might call, there's 5 speeds. There's a normal, which you like to achieve the normal in all your shots, normal speed.
Muscle memory, yeah.
And
how do you hit it?
well, this shorty's looking real good on that position shot. You draw it back. Now, where the cue ball's supposed to be coming down for the 7, say he would like to have the cue to where the cue ball could pocket a 7 and go to this long rail over for the 8. Now, let's see if he
draw it back down. He tried to play off the 8 position and wound up missing the 6 ball. And the cue ball's going in a drink.
Boy, that was.
How about Earl Strickland? Runs like 6.5 miles a day. He bounced out of that chair like a spring chicken.
You see how he ran out of out of that chair, all right? Yeah, no problem there.
He'll gladly get up and take this game.
It's like he's got 6 feet here.
Yeah, exactly. World champion Earl Strickland now leads this match 3-0 over Tommy DeAlfonso. If you're just joining us, you're watching the Ocean State 9-Ball Championships from Snookers Pool Room Bar and Grill in Providence, Rhode Island. I'm upstate out, sitting inside the legendary Herbie Lehman, who happens to be in the New England Hall of Fame, and we're trying to call this match as we go along, and I think Herbie is doing a great job at it. It's a pleasure to have somebody else sitting in. And we are racing to 9 here in this tournament. You're watching Earl Strickland approach the table and smash the pack.
Boy, well, he didn't get one that time. Nothing on the break there. And it doesn't seem to, it seems that he's just going in there cracking them rather than to direct the 1 ball into the nose ball into the side pocket or to play a wing ball. He's just kind of trusting a cue ball to bounce back and land in the center of the table and then trust the ball to go in. Roll in off the break. Again, here's these thin cuts on the 1 ball again, right up the other part of the table. Elected to bank it.
Might have double banked. Yes, he did. Now he's faced with a 2-3 combination. Control the 2.
Well, it's kind of amazing what happened last rack with Tommy up there playing the 6 ball, and then wants the cue ball to go 3 rails off the 8, messed up the thing and gave the frame to Earl, which Earl graciously accepted.
Sure. Yeah, and it's errors like that'll cost you the match.
Combination. Look at this.
Yeah.
Had to play another combination here. There's got to be a difficult. Combination shots are difficult.
Absolutely, I agree.
Gosh, that's
even when they're in distances
they
like
can
that.
Only be 3 inches apart.
I think some of the best combination shot makers are straight pool players, faced with him quite often. But in that aspect, some of those combination shots in 14 and 1 are closer.
They're dreadfully afraid of them now. The combination shots and bank shots. The straight pool player is definitely afraid.
Yeah,
of
you don't want to have to use them if
he
you
does.
can help it.
Yeah, but of course, if they're forced into it, the straight pool player he excels.
Yes. Yeah. Meanwhile, talking about Excel, Earl Strickland is looking to turn on rocket boosters here and put another beat on his side of the scoreboard and go up 4-0 over Tommy D'Alfonso.
And that he did, Al.
And Tommy's made some unforced errors in this match so far, and Earl's punishing him like it's supposed to be done. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way the game rolls.
4 or 5 open balls on the table and get your opponent up there. I mean, it's curtains.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at Earl's cue stick here. He's just unscrewed a part of it now in the back. And
makes it a break cue. Yeah.
It's about 8 inches off of the log he already got in his hand.
I think the cue is 70 inches long.
Did you hear that, folks? 70-inch long cue, this Earl Strickland. Right? Again,
Unless he cut it down.
Unless he cut it down. So now he's got this coming out of his back pocket again. Yeah, that's got to be 7 inches long. There. That goes by. Okay, there we go. Earl seems to be ready for an upcoming shot. Now, in the meantime, Shorty's got to put some ketchup on if he wants to get himself back into the frame. So he make believe that Earl's a hamburger here, a big beef burger, and put some ketchup on him, try to get himself back into this game. Otherwise, it's you can't let a guy like Earl out there winging.
Yeah, you can't let Earl out there at all. At all. He is dangerous. And so I remember Shorty many years ago. Playing. I think he played better years ago than what he's playing now. I really do.
About it, because he is a top player here, a top form player, and he's very articulate. That moves the cue. He does everything. He does everything real good.
It's got funny here. He got a little straight.
Hey, forced it there. Well, a little blood test here. He's going to fan. He's got to shoot that shot. He's got to fan it
bring
up
the cue ball back out to the middle of the table, and that's it.
He might even try to cross over. He's going to see he crossed over. The side
get
look
to the middle
to get
See, and
so there again, when you have to execute, that means change speeds, shift gears, put a lot of spin on the cue ball. Dangerous shot execution. You really have to stroke them many more times than the normal. More pumps, just because you have to do something special.
Well, Shorty's been around a while. He knows. He's seasoned. He knows.
Yeah, he's a good money man, too.
He's seasoned.
Well, there goes Earl.
As Earl puts a little more seasoning on Shorty, now leads this match 5-0. We're racing to 9. Hey, let me just remind you, the commemorative shirts that were made up and given to every player that participated in this tournament are available for $10, which isn't bad. They're beautiful shirts. I put pictures on AZ Billiards live stream link. I have pictures on my Facebook links or a wall, whatever you want to call it, and you can see the picture of the back of it. You can actually call into Snookers Pool Room in Providence, Rhode Island, and they will ship them to you. Talk to one of the associates. Just want to remind you about that. And the reason I want to remind you about it is because this family, Steve Golden and Regina, they are adding 5,000 to this event. And this isn't the first one. This is the 25th one.
Correct.
So, I mean, to support them and order a shirt, and they're beautiful shirts, by the way, you can do so, just to let you know, folks. So I got a lot of what you want to call private messages, or I forget what you call them, but people asking me how can they purchase the shirt.
Well, Al, that was finally put in to a well-deserved couple, Steve and Regina.
Yeah.
And what they do here for all of us at Snookers. And gee, we just witnessed a shot here. I don't know how the ball stayed out. Shorty did send the one into the 8 ball, rocked it a little bit, but it didn't travel. So this brings Earl. I don't know why he's talking to the crowd, but
He's very entertaining.
and it's his shot. He's up at the table here, and of course he's doing business over there with the people in the stands. This has to be a finesse shot off the 2 to get to the 4, whether it's straight.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Zuglin steps up soon enough and says, Earl, let's keep conversations down and get on with the match. And he would have good reason to. It's not fair to Tommy
to the
D.
opponent. You know, that's
Alfonso
right.
sitting
It
in the
does take
seat.
effect,
It's like, I wouldn't say it's a move because I know Earl, that's just his norm. But, you know, it's not fair to his
but you can
opponent.
classify a Supreme Court judge would figure it as a move. Well, here's Earl right in front of his another thin cut, which he
Good
he
speed.
played it well. Yeah, nice touch there, a soft touch, and with a little English, took off the speed of the ball, got perfect in line with the 6, and now he's kind of good enough for the 7. Like a little better, but he's good here.
Shoot the 9.
Probably 2 rails. Here's the 2 rails. The second rail a little too thin on the 7, but
Earl Strickland now takes a commanding lead, 6-0 over Tommy D'Alfonso. You are watching the Ocean State 9-Ball Championships. We're coming to you live over the internet from Snookers Pool Room in Rhode Island. The crowd starting to really, you know, Earl Strickland pulls a crowd.
well, that he does. He has a little electric about him.
Yeah, some of the people.
Now
like
he's got the cue ball in his pocket. Look at this. Okay, now is that the same one, Earl? No, he's talking. Okay, what's going on here now? Jeez, he's scratching too. You know. Well, gee, what's he need?
He actually is talking to Stewie Montana,
Oh yeah.
who used to be the treasurer for the PVA.
Oh, well, okay. Stewie holds a little. Okay, he's talking to a money guy. All right.
Well, Earl's talking to anybody that will listen.
Sure. There he. Oh, he went for the one. He got the one in the side there this time. And well, he just can't stop. You know, he's got 3-4 games at one time here now. What happens if you start answering yourself? You talk to you know, he's talking all the time. When you start answering yourself, Al, it's you stay away from a guy like that. But anyway, that doesn't. Earl is talkative, like I say, and he's really into this game. He's got a commanding lead here, 6-0 actually. And but Tommy's a fighter. He's going to take a little walk now, a little break, because he knows that the heat is on, and with the right amount of, let's say, breaks, he needs to get about 3-4 racks right away, you know, without Earl scoring another point.
Oh, okay. I got a little information in the chat there that the polo shirt is $20 and the T-shirt is $10. The picture that I posted was from the T-shirt. I think I've seen Mike DeShane wearing the polo, so it's the same graphics, yes, on both shirts. Okay, thank you for that information. And thank you for making your purchase and supporting Steve Golden. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, that's well appreciated.
Because I know if Steve was here, he would say thanks.
Well, when you offer something, and it's a nice thing, the T-shirts are very good, you know, and the polo shirts, and they're nice things to have. And it's kind of commemorative, and to be a part of it, and with the snooker logo, it's wonderful.
Okay, somebody else is asking a question in the chat. Where can I find yesterday's matches that were recorded? I will pass that information along to you as soon as I get it myself. I will talk to Ray Mack, the manager here at Snookers, or Steve himself. In fact, I have to step out of the booth. Are you capable of flying solo?
Well, sure, I'll
You
talk
got-
it
you
up,
got-
but
you
I'm
got
not
the
going to
Piper
touch the
Cup?
screen or anything.
No,
and,
you don't really
no,
have to touch the screen.
No, you go right
I'll be right
ahead.
back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
and,
folks, I'm going to step out and I'm going to try to find that information out on my travels. I'll be right back.
Okay, we're just going to get. Whoops. Well, we just made this transaction here, and Earl is shooting from the gum up the table here, playing a safe, and he didn't get a hook, but cue ball's long for Tommy, and any distance between shots is normally troublesome. You not only have to worry about pocketing the ball, the thing is to get position for the next shot. So he didn't get into that 2-ball well at all, mainly because of the distance. And now Earl, being ahead 6 frames to nothing, appears he might be able to make this. There's an 8-2-ball. And draw back, trail, and ooh, a wonderful double hook on that. He had played that perfect. My gosh, that was quite a stroke. You can tell by the audience clapping there. Cue ball had quite a nice draw in it. Went into the rail and then took a draw and get back cross table, down table, and he did it with ease. It looked good. Here's a little something coming, a draw stroke again, but now it's coming up for the 4. He has to do a little something here to get position for the 5. 5 balls up the table there, and it's hard to. There he goes, jacking up, and he's going to just stop ball stroke. Little draw. There's the draw. He's very effective with that draw. Kind of overdone it a little bit, but this is a shot that it's not that he hasn't seen these before. So here he goes at the 5, and again, then they got to watch for the cue ball to go some rails to get position for the 6. And he took a nice little hit there off, meaning one rail right into an object ball and off the rail. Nice way to play that shot. Here we go with a draw again, deep draw over to the rail, back across the table. Looks like he's going to have to do the same thing again. Saw across the table. Now I see the 8. All right, it's just a 7, 8, and 9. And it looks like he's in full control. When you know, he missed that shot. That is remarkable. He just had it. He thought that was in before it was in. Oh my gosh. Let's see what Tommy can do here long. Had to play it safe. Oh my gosh. Well, that is Tom scratched. That makes it cue ball in hand. And it's kind of not that easy of an out here. 7 easy enough with the cue ball in hand, but the 8 ball that we're all looking at, and trying to give you a blow-by-blow here, is to get up to the 8 ball with it. Not too much of an angle where you could get. Now this is straight. This is straight. But here's with Strickland's draw. Draw to the long rail to try to get straight on the 9. And he's just perfect. It's a picture book. That was perfect. It's actually straight. And with that draw stroke again, that puts Strickland very commanding lead. 7-0. Tommy, I know, Tommy has it in mind, had it when he got to the table the last time. He had it in mind what to do, and he knows he needs to, and he just took his eye off of missed a relatively easy shot to kind of get him back into the game. And now it's a lot to overcome. And of course, a few of you people been here before. 7-0 is. Play with the Boy Scouts here with your knapsack. It's time to roll on. There goes off the table. Strickland naturally trying to fight. I don't know how he finds these ways. He sent the cue ball off the table on the break. So now let's see what Tommy can do. They're separated. These balls are in the open. There's not. They're all in the clear. Well, a little bit with the 4 and the 8 where Tommy's shooting from now. And that's a problem there. He's got to get to something with that 4. He's not that good on the 3. He doesn't have a favoring angle now yet either. And he's got to do something. 1. Uh-oh, look out. Gee, he needs a break, but he ain't. Can hit the ball, but he cannot make it in the side pocket, I don't believe. I don't know about jump shots here. Looks like maybe we'll leave it up to Tommy. Yeah, he tried to do, well, he got the ball. Tried to do a lot on the cue ball there, jumping it in the air when the cue ball to pocket the 4, and then he wanted the cue ball to hit below the side pocket with a lot of spin to come back, crossing the side pockets to get to the 5, and of course the cue ball went up in the air too much, and the shot went astray, you might say. Had an awful lot to do there. Tried to do an awful lot, unsuccessfully. The 5 ball's a hanger, a little lower than he can make it, but now the question is for Earl to get position for the 6 with some kind of a draw. Boy, he manufactured that angle there. That was a pretty good shot. In fact, very good to get where he is. And oh my gosh, he's up on a dime here. He's up on a dime and looking. Hang on, folks. We have Upstate Al is back in the booth here, and we're going to make a little switch. All right, Al's landed, and now it comes. There goes my pen. There it comes. Strickland again with it. 8-0 is the score.
Strickland is on the hill.
Strickland's on the hill.
Wow.
And it.
Well, I did walk up to the.
Tommy,
I'm sorry.
Tommy just could not. Had a couple of chances at the table, and he just couldn't turn that ever important run out. You know.
He's been struggling.
Yeah, he just couldn't get that first frame away, you know, to kind of give him a little. And here's Earl with all the scratches in the. Look at that 9 ball.
Well, that 9 was bouncing around like a boomerang. Well, I was just up at the front counter.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to hear that people are calling in for the commemorative shirts.
No kidding.
And I did try to find out. I did try to find out some information of where they are storing the recorded matches. I've asked Steve Goulding. Now, Steve runs a lot of things here in his own room, but when it comes to the computer technology, he doesn't know. So I have to talk to Ray McNamara, who's his manager, who is here, but there's hundreds of people here, and I can't find them right now. When I do find out, I will let you know.
Well, here's what you might say is Shorty's last gasp. And they're open. They're out there. Now, you want to play the 5 ball in the same pocket. See, that's which he does. And he definitely, this one, he's got to loosen up, too. When he gets to the, you know, make a ball on the break, hopefully get out of this rack here. We don't try to get ahead of, look at this.
I don't like running into balls that not necessary. He didn't have to do it. He could have shot it right in the upper corner.
Yeah, but you know the heat's on when you're done.
Yeah.
I hate no. Well, all right, there
you
goes.
go. As you
And there's
hear,
a nice reaction, reaction from the crowd.
the home
audience.
crowd, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. God.
Everybody in the room.
It's a long dry spell there.
And Shorty glances like a shock up at Earl Strickland to see Earl's reaction to the crowd clapping for himself.
Oh yeah, Earl was clapping the loudest for himself. Yeah.
Was he?
Well, sure, naturally. You didn't see him over there put his cue stick down. He had both hands working there like like a trained seal.
I like that one. 8-1 as you watch Tommy DeAlfonso break this rack in Game 10. He comes up dry.
A little unfortunate. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Well, you got the 6-8. You got to contend with.
You know what you look at home, folks at home, when you're looking at your screen, you pick a trouble ball and see the 3-ball line behind. See, Earl knew enough to. Yeah.
He nudged it right off there. It doesn't take him long to think, like I was saying from the beginning.
No.
He looks at this table before he gets up, and he has 3 different patterns already done before he walks to the table. He is super sharp.
He's his own built-in computer there. Well, ain't too much he misses. There you go. Yeah,
He missed that one.
Sure. He one-stroked it.
Hey, it looks like Met Bagara is in the room from New York City. Hey, Met, waving a hand at you. You're in the chat there, pal. Nice to see. Hope everything's well done in New York City.
Here you go again. Now look at the 6 and the 8. You know, providing Shorty can make the 3 in the front, but the 6 and the 8, he's got to do something. He's going after it. He tried again. Yeah. So now he's going to have to do something again there. Look at this on the rail. It's hard to maneuver from there, Al.
Slow roll it.
Yeah.
Run the cue ball into the 7.
And
Very
then,
slow.
But then he's only got the 5 to work with the 6. You know?
Yeah.
But
He's looking at breaking it out now, but he's got to jack up.
Unless he jacks up real sky high.
A lot of things.
Okay, the slow roll he elects, so he's taking the. Oh my gosh,
He missed the paint.
I think it's all right, he's throwing a towel because still Earl has to do something with. Look at this, he's with the. Yep.
Earl is talking to the 3 trophies up there on the table, or he's
What's
talking
he
to
selling
somebody
tickets
standing
to his
there.
own raffle or something? I mean, what?
He's beautiful.
He's really. Oh yeah. Talk about live entertainment, folks. You don't know what you're missing. You got to see this live here. My gosh. And Earl's really in a commanding lead here, 8-1.
Yeah.
So that means you got another hour or 2 to get down here, and because you're going to see him at the table again. And believe me, he shoots with a long pole. It comes apart in about 3 different sections. Uses them all.
Somebody in the chat's asking who's on the winner's side. I believe
he went into the 6 and the 8.
I believe Jason Shore. I believe Mike DeShane. I don't know who else is on the winner's side. If there is anybody else left, that might be the next match for the hot seat. I don't know. I didn't sweat the bracket. But I believe Mike DeShane defeated Jeremy Sosi 9-5, and sending Jeremy Sosi over to the B side. As you're going to watch, Earl Strickland eliminate Tommy DeAlfonso from the tournament and move on. Earl Strickland, 9-1. Folks, once again, we're going to sign off from this one. Upstate Al and Herbie Lehman.
And Al, we'll take a little breather here. That was kind of, it was nice to see. And I tell you what, when the pool players are in stroke, it's nice to see. Okay, from Snookers and everything. So I'll catch you again
Absolutely,
soon.
folks. Call in, get those commemorative shirts.